And welcome back to Earl's Animated Worlds, where today I have from No1 Sentai Unicorn Drill50 DX. This is basically the weapon that Unicorn Black uses in No1 Sentai Gozyuger. Yes, I know the show has ended, but still loving these things. So we got a great product placement on the front here. We got Gozyuger Unicorn Black's helmet there. Some product placement, obviously. Not product placement, but yeah. All right, got the sides there. We got the back here. I cannot read any of that. We got Tegasword Black in his drill mode, and I think there's a picture of him in his rush mode on here. And product placement on the back here. That's the top of the box, basically the front of the box. And Gozyuger Black here on the back. Love this weapon. Love the design. All right, let's get into this and see what we got. All right, and here we have DX Unicorn Driller 50. So we get the weapon itself. Remember, this series does not use Zords or mechs. It uses the weapons that will attach to the Tegasword later. We've got our unicorn ring here. So this will be the head of Tegasword. Really nicely done, too. So with all the other rings in this series, it comes with the small ring there that could... I'm terrified that it's going to get stuck on there. Look, it fits my pinky. But I don't want it on my pinky. It comes with the larger ring attachment, which... yeah, it kind of fits. It's a little loose, but, you know, if you're an adult who wants to cosplay with this stuff, this will work. So I said the ring is going to be the head of Tegasword later. So there's a little bit about this ring here. It's hard to get this down. You know, the mouthpiece of the unicorn is going to come down there. On the side here, mind you, specifically on mine, it is the left side of the mouth. You know, you got to pull it down there. Which that actually is a really cool head sculpt. I know I'm moving around a lot. Put that to the side for now. Let's take a look at Unicorn Driller 50. So I like the design of this. I like the paint on it. Yes, this is paint and not stickers. We got the little hooves down here and the big hooves over here. So this is more like a bit of a larger, you know, not driller, but larger handle for the Tegasword. Unfortunately, it doesn't use as the Tegasword. It's got a little action piece, a little action part here, where you pull this little part on the head back, and yes, the drill does spin when it's moving. But only 3 fingers in this, that way it's easier to show on camera. That is a really cool design. All right, so that's it for the design, really. So, transformation-wise, there's kind of 2 transformations for this. First off, you're going to go up here, and I find it easier to go at the neck here and pull this part back to get the head off. And you can see the attachment here is the same as for Tegasword's arm, and this part will set up into where is it? This part right here. So the Tegasword arm piece is over here where my thumb's at. And this part here is where that block little piece will set into. And that's it for this. There's no more transformations for this. That is an arm. This part has 2 transformation-ish modes. You're going to see the little indent here. And you're going to see that little hook-looking part up there in the tail. So what you're going to do is you're going to flip that backwards. That's going to connect into place. And you're going to see this little piece up here. It's just going to set into there. It's going to slide right in there. And we got a little peg right here. That's going to hook into Tegasword's hand. And now it's a shield. All right, I'm going to get the Tegasword and transform it and connect it into its shield mode. Okay, so you heard him. This is Sword Black. And first of all, when transforming these guys, whenever you take an arm off, whether it's going to be the right arm or the left arm, it's going to go to the opposite wing in the back for some reason. I don't know why, but it seems to just stay there. So, right arm goes off. Goes into the joint of the back wing here. Yes, I'm keeping the sounds on because I love that color design there. The shield here, the back of the shield, it's going to face Tega. Got the little peg here and this little hook part up here. That little hook part up there is going to go into the little divot here on the shoulder. I'm wondering if that's going to be used for other stuff later on. Make sure that is in there connected tight. All right. And there we have it. It is now a shield. And our arm here just goes... Okay, so this does not feel balanced without the other arm here, so probably should put the other arm on first. Okay, so there we have it. Sword Black combined with the Unicorn driller50. And this is really a nice look to it. I just love that goes off every time you move that. Like I said, it's a nice look to it. It has this whole knight warrior look to it. I love the whole medieval aesthetic of it. I really wish there was something to put on the chest part there, though. Something extra. I know there are other, weapons that will combine for that. So there is a second part to this. And like, I don't know. Did I show you guys when I was doing the thing there? All right. So I'm going to take the peg, fold that back up. This part here, we want to fold that down. This is going to take me a second. So this part, you got the two clips in the back here. They're in white over the little gold shimmer there. And that's where that's going to connect in. I have a little trouble connecting it, so give me a second. Best way if you're doing this is that I found, put the legs up. Nope. Went in without trouble. So if this does, fall down like that, just put it back up till it latches in. And there you have it. So this is called the rush mode. It's still Sword Black. It's not called something else. It's just a rush mode. It goes really fast at the enemy. Oddly enough, from what I've seen on the show, this is one of my favorite combinations right here. I got this whole fantasy aesthetic with, we now have a centaur knight, and I know it's supposed to be a knight on a horse, but still, this is a centaur. You can't say otherwise. And I believe we've had another centaur Zord in the past. I think it was with Mystic Force or Magi Ranger. But this is really nice. So this should not cost you any more than, I want to say, $45. And it goes upwards, as I've seen it go for $100. Do not pay that price. There are still places as of February 2026 when I'm filming this that this thing is from $45 to $50. Mind you, if you get it from Japan, you're going to have to pay some tariffs and shipping on that. So it's going to be a little more. So expect $55. And I recommend if you don't have this yet and you want to get the other weapons, usually you can find this bundled with the Eagle Shooter, which usually comes out to $100 with some shipping on it, which would be about $110, $115. If you really want this, I'd recommend paying that. Okay, so by itself recently, I have seen the Tega driller50 here on tokusatsu.com, and I believe it was $55. And remember, if you're buying from Tokusatsu, they're a really good company. They usually have some really good sales on Sentai stuff. It's free shipping within the US, so I'm just going to put that there. This is, there is no, that's not really an advertisement. They are not sponsoring me. So, with that said, I love this thing. Hold on. I forgot the one part. It's Final Attack. I love this thing for that. Anyways, so have you been watching? Did you watch No1 Sentai Gozyuger? I know I just ruined that whole name there. Probably. Did you enjoy it? I have. What I've been able to find, I have. Loved the last episode. I thought that was great. The fact that they had to change the Black Ranger there almost near the end of the series. Didn't like that. A lot of people didn't. But they did find a good actress for it. Anyways, if you liked this, if you collect Power Rangers, let me know. Like, subscribe, hit those notifications. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.